So we are going to talk today. It's Friday, March 18th, and it's about 10 a.m. Pacific time, and we are going to talk now about the Forex market. And I will focus on the Euro-US pair and the US dollar Canadian dollar pair. The idea of those videos is to bring you an insight on how to use technical analysis to evaluate the price actions in the charts. So before I start, I would like to thank all of you that have been watching those videos, and welcome the people that have sent me comments and questions, and I'll try to answer those questions along the way during this presentation and during the next one, which will be about the stock markets in US and Canada. Okay, thank you. Let's move to the chart. Okay, yesterday I mentioned that I saw some sideways action here during that correction. So we have an uptrend for the euro. So US dollar is losing, it's going down against the euro, and that sideways movement here is just a correction. And I told you yesterday that I had two limits: the lower limit here around 1.38 and the top limit here around 1.4030. And we broke that upper limit today. I was telling yesterday that until we break through one of those two limits, we had a bull market for the euro. We had a sideways correction for the euro-US. Now we broke to the upside. The bull trend is back for the euro, and we should proceed higher. And my expectation is that we'll be able to break above that stop here and trade beyond 1.4250. So in the next few days we should be seeing the euro trading above that level. However, we are not going to do this easily. I expect some short range day when we approach that level. So right now we are trading up with quite a lot of power, and today the US dollar lost value against many pairs, many other currencies, and we should continue to see that trend over the next few weeks, probably. We are going to follow up here. Let's move to the Canadian dollar. I mentioned yesterday that we reached the top of that downwards channel for the US dollar Canadian dollar pair, and my expectation was that we are going to trend lower, and we should find some support in that region here. Let me put another line just to make sure we follow up those levels. So that region here should be a support region, and we probably are going to see some sideways action, some short range days when we reach that level here. I don't see strength in the US dollar compared to the Canadian dollar. In terms of seasonal strength, the Canadian dollar it's stronger until June. I think I don't have the date on top of my mind, but it's somewhere around June, July, and that's pretty much in sync with the raise or the upwards trend for the oil in terms of seasonal strength. We are in the seasonal strong season for the oil. So right now my main expectation is that prices are going to trend lower here, at least until I see a break above that level here, and the market moving, testing that level again, and then proceeding. Until I see that type of movement, Canadian dollar is still going to get stronger. That's my point of view, and that's what I see looking at the price movement and looking at the indicators I use. And talking a little bit about indicators, what I have here, it's one indicator that tells me relative strength between relative behavior between accumulation and distribution, and this one here, it's just an RSI with a moving average on top of it, so it gives me some idea of oversold and overbought levels. It's just an idea, it's not precise, it's not really, oh, it's above that number, then it's oversold or overbought. It's not how I interpret RSI. And here I have ADX, which help me to see which are the predominant force, if it's the bull force or the bear force, and if the market's trending, it's on a counter trend, or it's simply flat. So right now what I see is that the market, it's really reached a resistance level. It's starting to move down, and my expectation is that that movement will proceed for a few more days or even weeks, because that's the strong season for the Canadian dollar. Another pair that I would like to mention, because it's in the news, let's go here. It's the US dollar Japanese yen. So right now what we saw after the earthquake was that the yen became stronger and stronger against the US dollar. We lost that level here that I was telling my clients that trade that pair. That was a very strong support level. It was breached in March 15 and proceeded lower until government started to try to hold the yen, and the Fed announced yesterday that they were going to try to hold the yen and not let the yen get too strong against the US dollar. So right now what we are seeing, it's an upwards movement, a long candle upwards, and we are testing that support level that now became resistance level from downwards. So it's still to be proved that that level will hold as a resistance, or if that level is going to be broken and the US dollar is going to trend higher. One important thing that I need to mention here is that the overall trend for the last year or so for the US dollar, Japanese yen, is downwards. In other words, the Japanese yen, it's gaining value against the US dollar. It's not very easy to change that trend, and most of the central banks that tried to change currency trends failed. So it's still to be proved that the US Federal Reserve Bank will be successful in holding that trend. However, there are some important levels that we need to watch as a traders. For us, it doesn't matter if the Fed will be successful or not. It just matters that we keep our positions in the right side of the market. That's what matters. That's no right or wrong in terms of if it's going up or down. It's just a matter of being at the right side or the wrong side. That's all. So right now we are, in my opinion, what we see here, it's just a retest of a lost support level. However, we are going back to that level too fast, and I want to see more action here before I can make up my mind if we are going lower again, or if we'll go up at least to that level and go back to that sideways action that we saw for the last few months in 2010. Let me put that horizontal line here so we can follow up those levels in the next few days. So that's what I have to say about the US dollar Japanese yen. Well, that's all I had to say about those currency pairs. I will not analyze any other currency pair today, at least not on that video. And I would like to thank you all that came again to watch us, and if it's your first time, I invite you to like the video or unlike the video, and send me your comments what you would like to see in those videos, and let's work to make those videos better and better for all of you. Thank you very much for watching, and enjoy the weekend.